Steve, who energizes you? Who energizes you? I energize me. What do you mean who energizes me? I energize me. I create my energy. I create my life. All right, let's get into training. I'm excited to talk about goals. But I want to let you know something about making a business plan. I thought Grace, Dave, and Chad did a great job talking about business plans, but I want to let you know two things. First thing is this. Write this down. Most of the people on your team have never made a plan. Most of the people that we're leading have never made a plan. Most of the people on this call have never made a plan before for their life. So you got to keep it simple for you. It's got to work for you. You can't take somebody else's template. Please don't ask for somebody else's goal template and plug and play. That never works. People that use other people's templates typically never hit their goals. Part of the magic is building your own template, building your own plan. Building a plan, like he said, is not a plug and play. It's a personal thing. So make sure that you understand most people have never done it before. And number two is this. Lots of people that make a plan never stick with it. 90% of people that make a plan never stick with it. And when I mean stick with it, I mean like stop reading it because they get distracted. Maybe we get lazy, but really they never buy into it. They never really buy into it because they have a set of limiting beliefs that causes them to stop believing. And as soon as you stop believing in your plan 2-3 months in, guess what? You never read your plan again. So I'm going to give you some techniques here to help you set some goals this year and actually follow through. How many of you on this call, by a show of hands, actually want to follow through with your goals this year? Awesome. Then I'm talking to the right group. I'm going to give you 5 categories. The first thing I want you to write down is this: designing your life. Designing your life. See, my days define my weeks. My weeks define my months. My months define my years. And my years define my life. My days define my weeks define my months define my years, and my years define my life. Therefore, my days define my life. My days define my life. You need to get focused day to day. Day to day. Day to day. Don't get lost in the future. Focus on today. If you don't get today done or tomorrow done or the next day done, if you don't do what you need to do this week, you will never, ever come close. You won't even be in the same arena of what you tell yourself that you want. And for us to not be congruent with our life plan, you're better off at times not having a plan at all. It's less painful. Now, with that said, you got to realize that you have the power to design your life. But you can't take it 6 months off and expect it not to affect you 5-6 years down the road. You can't take a month off of now, it doesn't mean you're always going to hit your goals, but you can't take a month off of focusing on it and not understand that's going to cost you a year, 2 years from now. We're talking about designing your life. Every single day, I get off track on my goals. Every day. But every morning when I wake up, I get back on track. Every morning. If you go back the last 12 months, and if you had the year that you wanted, you probably read your goals on a daily basis. If you took the year off, you got away from your goals. I know that's true about you. So here's the thing. There was an article written in Forbes magazine about the Harvard MBA program. How many of you heard this article before? I'm going to read you this article, and I want you to hear it again for the first time. This is Forbes and Harvard MBA program. Harvard graduates. Listen to this. Harvard graduates were asked if they have set clear written goals for their future, as well as if they made specific plans to transform fantasies into realities. Listen to this. The result of the study was only 3% of students had written goals and plans to accomplish them. Write that down. 3% had written goals. 13% had their goals in their mind, but have not written them down. And 84% of people had no goals at all. I'm going to repeat that. 3% of Harvard grads interviewed had written goals and plans to accomplish them. 13% had the goal in their mind, but haven't written it down, or they had it written down and didn't really do anything with it. And 84% did not set concrete goals at all. So think for a moment, which group do you belong to? Go back the last 12 months. Which group are you? Did you write written goals and read them every day? Or are you the group that kind of knows your goals but doesn't write them or read them? Or are you the group that really doesn't have goals at all? Listen to this. After 10 years after 10 years later, they went back to these grads. 10 years later, they went back to the same group of students that were interviewed, and the conclusion was astonishing. Listen to this. The 13% of the class who had goals but did not write them down earned twice as much as the 84% that had no goals. So the 13% that had goals, at least, but did not write them down, earned twice as much as the group that didn't. The 3% who had their goals written down and read them every day, on average, were earning 10 times as much as the 97% combined. Hold on, let me repeat that. The 3% that wrote them down and read them every day earned 10 times more than the 97% combined. Combined. People who don't write their goals down tend to fail easier than the ones who have plans. This study proves that the statement, even the only criteria was the monetary reward. It is a game changer. It is a game changer to write your goals down and read them every day. If you're going to really give this a shot, if you're really going to go for it and you're not willing to write your goals down and read it every day, you probably will fail long-term. And what I mean by fail is you will fail to hit the vision that you think you want for your life. Will you still have some success? Yeah, you'll have some success. Will you make more money than the average bear? Yeah, maybe if you're smarter than them, maybe. But after that, it's all luck. It's all luck. Let me finish this article. If you don't have a plan, you don't know how you will reach your destination. Think of it as driving in a foreign country, let's say Venice, Italy, Munich, or Germany. The only thing you do is get in your car and you choose the road based on luck or instinct. Then you just drive. You search for signs that will help you find Munich, but it's difficult to find the right way. You don't have a GPS or you don't have a map. You just drive until you reach your destination. The possibility that you will find the correct way to Munich is very tiny. It's similar to having goals that are not specific and roaming free inside of your head. Every day I meet with people in WFG that are totally lost. They drift from month to month. They drift from leader to leader. They drift from training to training. Always wondering why they can't get it going. Always wondering why they're stuck. And they just drift. They drift through their days. They drift through their weeks. They drift through their months. They drift through their years. And eventually they drift through their life. And then they die. And then they die. What a life. Drifting. So the first category that we just got through was designing your life. The second thing I want you to write down is this. Focus 12 weeks at a time. 99% of you watching this right now, even some of you making six figures, 99% of you should be focusing 12 weeks at a time. 12 weeks at a time. 12 weeks at a time. Yes. Should you have an idea of where you want to be in a year or 2 or 3 or 5? Yeah, if you can see that far. I'm making $1 million a year. I can see 5 years just barely. and I'm making $1 million a year. I can kind of see a year and 2 and 3 at $1 million a year. Yeah, go there every day just like you do. Yeah, I think about it all the time. But it's the 12-week plan that's the game changer. See, your plan is not possible. This is my mindset. Your yearly plan is not realistic if you miss the first 3 months of your plan. It's not possible. If you're already a month into your yearly plan and you didn't hit November or you're not going to hit December, what do you expect? What do you expect? It's 12 weeks at a time. There's a book called The 12-Week Year. The next 12 weeks should be every week you should treat that like a month. What if every 7 days you treat it like a full month? What if the first of the month was like the whole month? What if the second week was another month? What if the third week was another month? How would the game change? How would the game change? The third thing I want you to write down is this. Have a theme for the year. Have a theme for the year. I'm going to show you my themes here in a second. I think it might blow your mind. Have a theme for the year. I've had a theme. Steve Holbrook has had a theme. Every single year I've been in the business, I've had a theme. Every single year I've had a theme for my year, and I'll prove it to you here in a second. So number 2 was focus 12 weeks at a time. Number 3 was have a theme for the year. And here's number 4, breaking through your limiting beliefs. Guys, you got to figure out a way to break through your limiting beliefs. Because if you don't believe that you can do it, or if you have some things that are holding you back, see, it's your perception of the future that's going to create your goals and your vision. But how's your perception? Where's your belief? If you're relying on your belief to project the vision of the future, how is that? What's holding you back? So let me tell you how you break through your limiting beliefs. Writing affirmations are key. Writing or reading affirmations are key. Every morning I step into my future self. I'm just as scared as you guys are that of the future. I have just as much fear as everybody on this call. I'm human. But the way I eliminate that fear is every morning I read affirmations and I step into my future self. Let me give you a key. I read my goals prior to meditating. See, I know a lot of people that there's a lot of people on Instagram that love to meditate, right? I know Jen Lowe's got a huge meditation group. But if nothing changes in terms of your beliefs, you can meditate all you want. Here's what most people do. They're meditating, and Joe Dispenza says, put yourself into your future vision. Well, depending on what your future vision is, that's who you're becoming. You know that most people that meditate are becoming the same version of themselves because that's all they see. Like you sit there and you meditate, like, look at your future self. It's like, oh, I'm just as unhappy. I'm just as overweight. I'm just as broke. You might not think you're projecting that, but you are. So you keep getting the same thing over and over and over and over again. You're like, I'm meditating, but nothing's happening. Yeah, because you're not projecting the vision you're projecting of yourself in the future is a broken vision. It's a broken you. So I'm telling you that there's a formula to doing this. Okay? You guys getting value out of this so far? Let me show you this. Let me show you my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, let me show you 2014 theme, the Kingmaker. 2014, base shop builder and Kingmaker. 2015, got a tiger, the year of the base shop, a blueprint by Steve Holbrook. Well, I thought Steve just got lucky to $1 million. Nope, designed every single day. 2016, dominating the base. It's weird that gladiator is now a tattoo on the inside of my arm. Weird how that works. The purpose, to build the undisputed #1 base shop in the country. Okay, well, he must have got lucky that year. Well, 2017, history in the making. To become stone cold financially independent by 40. I'd say we hit that. 2018, the year the game changed. The year the game changed forever. Compete and dominate. What was 2019? Oops. Hunter be hunted. This is me and my crew. All my frontline SMDs, man. We're going to war against mediocrity. Hunter be hunted to become the outright MVP team of the company. 2020, Mission 2020. Mission 2020. You ready for 2021? Separation season. $100 million net worth by 50. Every single year that I've been in business, I've created a plan, I've created a theme, and guess what's happened? We have never exactly hit the goal that we said, but I read my plan every single day because I'm so scared I'm going to fail. I'm so scared it's not going to work. I'm so scared my whole team's going to quit every day in a healthy way. And I know that if it's going to be, it's up to me. But I had those thoughts of fear and stress. And then when I started planning my schedule, when I started using my greatness tracker, when I started reading my plan every day, guess what happened? The last 10 years, 11 years, we went from 10 licenses. We have 498 licenses in our downline. Went from 10 to 498 in 11 years. Why? All on purpose. All with intention. All by design. I'm leaving nothing to chance. I already still might fail here or in life. I already might. There's still a chance I fail anyway. But why would I ever leave it up to chance? Why would I ever have a morning or two or a week that goes by where I'm not thinking about my goals? Why would I ever take a month off reading my goals? Why would I ever get away from that? Let me just read you a little paragraph. I am and constantly strive to be a loving husband and father. A loving, warm, tender, happy home life with my family is the way to experience heaven on earth. I will find deep happiness and peace through my service to Alyssa, Mason, and Anna. My commitment to focus is constant, eternal perspective. I will be positive with humor. I will look on the bright side. We will work together to have patience. We will regularly count our blessings. We will be unselfish. We will honor our parents while we have them. I will be creative and thoughtful in my romance with Alyssa. I have a dream wife. We will share many wonderful times together as I focus my love on external companions. I am a father to 3 remarkable children, Mason, Piper, and Anna, who will know every day their father loves, respects, and believes them. Every night I go to bed, I tell my kids the same things. I say, Mason, Daddy loves you, he respects you, and he believes in you. Every night. Not off memory, because it's in my plan. I read my physical conditioning. It feels great to be strong and in shape, to have vitality. Physical well-being enhances every area of my life. Exercise is the fountain of youth. Every day I read this. Don't let up. Be competitive. Be intense. You are meant to be number one. Don't let anybody take your spot at the top. Always be in the hunt. Be disciplined. Manage your time. Concentrate and focus. Attend to your family. Do all things you need to win big. Be a champ. Hoorah. And then by the end of every day, I get rejection. People quit. Policies cancel. 10 teammates call me, tell me all their personal problems. Doesn't matter. Steve, who energizes you? Who energizes you? I energize me. What do you mean who energizes me? I energize me. I create my energy. I create my life. Do you create your life? Or are you struggling? Are you sitting on the sidelines? My 5th point, write this down, is follow through. Follow through. Having a plan is not enough. I got about 40 business plans sent to me already. Man, there's some beautiful business plans, but let me be really upfront with you guys. Poor execution renders them nearly pointless. If you're not going to execute your plan, I know people that spent 8 hours building a business plan 2 years ago and never looked at it after 3 weeks. They didn't make 8 hours of calls all year. I'd rather it be super simple. Most of you need 2 or 3 pages. That's it. Affirmations, exactly what Chad talked about. It's worse to make a plan and not follow through with it because it really, really, really hurts your identity. Because now you stop believing yourself. I've seen some really beautiful plans that there's people that are already a week or 2 or a month or 2 behind. Well, you might as well toss that thing in the fireplace. If you're not going to focus on doing the numbers, running the numbers, doing the business, you can say all the trips you want. You can retire your mom and your cousin and your dog and $1 million saved and change the world. Doesn't matter. Most of it's BS. It's only going to happen if you go to work every single day And that, by the way, when I say go to work, that means family time, spiritual time, taking Sundays, doing date night. I mean, going to work on your plan. Doesn't need to be fancy. That's 15 years. I know exactly what works. I'm being mentored by Ed Milet. I've had lunch and conversations with Joe Dispenza. I follow his stuff. I'm part of his group through Arte. I mean, this is just years and years of experience. If you're scared like me, if you lack belief like me at times, if you lack confidence like me at times, then you need some affirmations. You need to be on a guided missile. If you're rolling around based on emotion, I don't know how that's going to work for you. Everything that I do has been by design. Everybody that I call during the day I call according to my plan. I have the order of the people that I call. Order. I do everything with intention because I just don't want to leave it to chance. And I'm going to close on this. How bad do you really want to win? How bad do you really want to win? Everybody says they want to win. Everybody says they want to stop being broke and stop being unhappy and start being independent. But how bad do you really want it? Come on. How bad do you really want to improve your life? Did you hit your 4 appointments this week? Did you get your 5 recruits last month? Did you get your 117 this month? I mean, come on, guys. We're halfway through the month already. How bad do you really want to improve? Now that I've given you the formula, there's absolutely, if you won't take what I've told you and implemented the stuff that Chad and Dave, and if you won't take that, there's nothing that I can do to help you. There's not a YouTube video that I can make. There's not a one-on-one that I can do for you. There's not a $500,000 account that I'll move. There's absolutely nothing that I'll be able to do to help you until you get on board with writing your goals down, reading them. In fact, if my new thing is that if you want mentorship from me moving forward, I need a copy of your plan in my inbox. And I need you to be accountable to it every day. I can't spend time with people pumping them up, motivating them that don't have a plan. It's a complete waste of my time. And more importantly, it's a waste of yours. On the flip side, I know there's a bunch of champions on this call. And you guys take your goals seriously for the first time in your entire life, the magic is going to happen. You are exactly where you deserve to be in the business based on your goal setting and where you intended to be. You don't deserve to be further ahead. You don't deserve to be further behind. You deserve to be right where you're at. You deserve to be as frustrated, as disappointed, or you deserve to be making as much money, or you deserve to have the size of the team that you have. You're right where you need to be according to your plan. So with that said, I hope you guys are fired up. I hope you guys understand there's a formula to winning. You don't need to be super talented. You don't need to be from the right side of the tracks. You got to get in the game with your goals. And if you do that, you can be a single mom on this call, starting from scratch. And you can go and build whatever you want to build here. Anything's possible in World Financial Group. Anything's possible with this team. Just have integrity with yourself, and that's all you can do.